How's it going, everyone? Welcome to a video where I'm going to be just kind of reflecting a little bit about what happened in 2021. We're going to see how it changed me as a player, the levels that I beat, some of like the milestones that I had. I thought it was a pretty successful year. In 2020, I had recently started to challenge myself again in the game by jumping back into Extreme Demons, which I had taken like a 2-year break from. I had done a couple in the 12 Demons of Christmas, like Quest for Perfection and also Temple of Destiny, which are now insane demons, and rightfully so. They're a little too easy to be extreme. But anyways, I recently came back to some Extreme Demons in 2020, and I came back, and the big demon of that year was beating Bloodbath. Bloodbath was a level that I basically thought that once I beat Bloodbath, I wasn't going to be doing any levels harder than that. So 2020 was a huge year for me because I came back to beating Extreme Demons, and then I went and I beat Bloodbath, a level which I had given up on. And yeah, I just thought, you know what? I just want to make kind of like videos in the GD community without grinding Extreme Demons. I just want to make like silly videos maybe talking about updates, you know, stuff like that. The stuff that I had been doing up to that point, doing like easier demons than that, like, you know, easy to insane demon completions. I beat Bloodbath in 2020, and I thought that was it, you know, not career over, but extreme demon grinding over. Maybe I'll do some easy extremes, but I don't want to progress much as a player. And that's what I had thought at the time. You know, I had basically thought that once I had beaten that was the final boss for me. Oh my God, I beat Bloodbath. Yeah. That's nice. I thought that was gonna be it, right? Before Bloodbath and then a little bit after Bloodbath, I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna really do anything harder than that. I think that's it. That was the crowning achievement of 2020. But now come 2021, I got some motivation to try out some harder things. So at the start of the year, I did Necropolis, which I had promised to do in October of 2020. And then I came back in January, and this was the first extreme demon. Not an easy extreme demon. It's kind of middle of the road. It's like Aftermath, not quite as hard as Bloodbath, you know, but it was still really challenging. And I think me being able to beat this, and this level didn't take me that long to beat. There's some pretty tough parts in the level, especially at the end, and I managed to beat it relatively easily. And so I thought to myself, you know what? I think I'm going to start challenging myself in 2021 a little bit more. I think I'm going to try to go. And you know what? After doing this level, I wasn't even going to be doing a new best after. I had originally planned to do down base after this level. But funnily enough, that's not what happened. Finally, my God. Well, I did say finally, my God. And I think that's just because I died to the end quite a lot. But it didn't really take me that long. So it's funny. I was practicing down base, and I thought, you know, I'd promised to do all the 9 circles Extreme Demons at the very end of 2020. And so I wanted to do an Extreme Demon 9 circles level. So I was going to do down base. I'd always wanted to do it. Then I did this poll, and I asked you guys, what extreme demon do you want me to do next? I said I'm leaning towards down base, so I thought everyone would just vote down base. And then I asked, what do you guys want me to do? And overwhelmingly, it was Phobos. It's not a whole lot harder than Bloodbath, but it was a bit, I don't know, it was like 15, 16 spots harder. You know, quite a lot harder, because Bloodbath did take me quite a while. So I didn't really realize exactly how hard Phobos was going to be, but it was really challenging for me as a player. I really enjoyed it, though, and so that was nice. But it was really hard, and it took a long time to do. Phobos is really stressful. I mean, Bloodbath is too, because it's just barely XL, and I think Phobos is similar in length. But man, there are some really hard and trolly parts at the end. I will say this about Phobos, I really did enjoy it. But one thing that this level did is this level gave me a lot of confidence as a player. So after having beaten this, which is harder than Bloodbath, I felt to myself, well, if I can do this level, then I should be able to do harder levels. And as a matter of fact... Wow, holy shit, I did it! What the F, dude? That took me like 20 minutes today. What? Yeah, that was kind of a bananas day. I took a little bit of a break, actually, from playing the level, like a week, because I was moving. And then I beat it like right away. It was wild. I beat something harder than Bloodbath. I'm so stoked. Nice. Yeah, exactly. I beat something harder than Bloodbath because I didn't think I was ever going to be doing that, right? I thought Bloodbath was my kind of final level before not really retiring, but just kind of easing back on the difficult levels. But beating Phobos, it gave me a lot of confidence to try to go for some harder levels. You want to know what's really cool about my Phobos completion? If you look at the attempts, I cleared it in exactly 14,000 attempts. That's very rare, like a nice even number like that. So immediately after Phobos, I decided to do down base because I wanted to do it. And down base, it did take me a while. It took me a lot longer than I thought, because, you know, I wasn't very good at the wave, you know, and like the wave, I'm still not that good at the wave. All right. We just don't jive very well, especially spammy parts in the wave. I feel like down base was a very important level for me because it made me much better at controlled spam, at like kind of irregular wave patterns. This was such an important level for me to get better at the game. So this level, even though it's not near the hardest that I did this year, it was still very important and gave me confidence in other 9 circles levels. Because of doing down base and how much better it did get me at the wave, now when I do like insane demon 9 circles levels, it doesn't take me nearly as long just because of the wave practice that I got, the sheer amount of wave practice that I got. By the way, I nailed that part first try. I did not expect to nail that first try because that spam at the end through the portals is pretty hard. Wow. And so, yeah, wow, it was kind of a fluke, like doing that, getting through the entire end with my base down low. Are you kidding me? It's interesting. I beat that on the final attempt of the day. I had to go do this online teaching thing that I do. And at that point, I had 1 minute left until my class. And I was just going to stop streaming immediately and just pick up my phone. And so I had to message the guy that I was teaching. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm going to be 10 minutes late because I had to do like a bit of a victory and talking to chat and stuff. And the guy was cool with it. But it was just, man, it was weird, man. It was like, I can't believe I beat it on the final attempt, which is really crazy because it happens again this year. So after beating down base and Phobos, I was instilled with confidence that I could perhaps beat something quite a lot harder. I was ready for a jump. It was scary at first, and I thought that when I first announced this level, like 50% of me actually thought like you're never gonna beat this, and the other 50% was like, well, maybe you can. I announced that I was gonna be doing Artificial Ascent as my new hardest, which was like, God, it was like 80 spots higher than Phobos at the time or something. So yeah, you can see this comment right here at the top says, just so you know how insane this jump is, Phobos recently got kicked out of the top 150 and Artificial Ascent is 79 right now. So it was like an 80 spot, 75 spot difference. Yeah, it was a pretty big jump. Artificial Ascent took me just under 2 months. However, 2021, this is going to be a little bit of a segue right here outside of Geometry Dash. 2021 was also a special year in other ways. I moved twice this year. I moved from a place in my old apartment complex to a new place, but in the same apartment complex because my contract had expired. At the same time, I bought a new house, which is the one I'm living in right now. And me and my wife, we actually became owners of this place. We're not just renting. We bought like a condo that overlooks the beach in this area we live in Busan. And it was really awesome. Like my life has gone through some big changes, you know. My baby has become a toddler and he's running around and stuff. And it's all interesting, but we were extremely busy like outside of, you know, the internet, right? Doing Geometry Dash stuff too. So I feel like a lot of these demon completions took me a lot longer than they could have if I had just like hyper focused on them. So this year was crazy for me in real life and in Geometry Dash as a player. So I died to the end a few times in Artificial Ascent. I died to like the last part, which isn't that hard. I don't know if it was because of nerves or just because I'd practiced a part a little bit wrong. It was just, I don't know, man. Okay, one more time to Michigan and then I gotta peace out. See, that's crazy. I said one more time, like basically one more attempt past a certain point pretty early in the level, and then I got to bounce. So that happened with down base, and the next Extreme Illuminated Artificial Ascent, my new hardest, the exact same thing happened, which is just crazy. So yeah, Artificial Ascent was a huge challenge for me. It's a huge mental game. Finally, you know, it's an XL level that I think has like I don't know. I don't want to say it's balanced because it's really not. But for me, I just enjoyed it. It was so fun. It was really hard, but it was so much fun to learn. And I found it overall, like all of the parts were enjoyable, and it made doing a new best just that much easier. Like when you're actually enjoying the level, because there's levels I don't enjoy. There's even like easy extremes that I don't enjoy that I've beaten that I do not have fun with. grinding it for a very long time. But Artificial Ascent ended up being a fantastic experience because if Phobos instilled me with confidence to do a level like this, well, Artificial Ascent has instilled me with confidence going into 2022 to do things that are even harder. I have been taking a little bit of a break from YouTube just because in December I worked so hard. So in January, I tend to do that a lot. Work really hard on the 12 Demons of Christmas, burn out, and then spend some time at home in January, which I've been doing. I've been playing some like games that I've wanted to play in my spare time, which is awesome. But I've also been doing a lot of like cleaning and stuff in my place that I neglected in December. But yeah, anyways, this level, man, this level instilled me with confidence. 2022, we're doing some harder things. And for sure, like, I don't want to spoil what I have in store, but there are some levels I have in mind that are harder than this already that I'm stoked to play.
We did it! Yes! Yes!
So Artificial Ascent, yeah, it was a very big moment for me. When it first came out, I thought to myself, wow, how impossible is that? Like, I'll never be able to do that. You know, I'm just gonna keep on grinding the content that I've been doing, you know, doing some easier demons, but never in my wildest imagination would I have thought that I would be beating Artificial Ascent. This instilled me with confidence. This makes me feel like I'd be able to do a lot of more difficult levels. I'm up to a certain point, you know, clearly I don't think I'm ever going to be doing anything in the top 20. Like, I just don't think it's possible for me. Like, physically possible. I've practiced some levels in the top 20 and it's just ridiculous, like, how bad I am at them. There certainly is a limit to my skill, but I'm not there yet. Like, I can do better, you know. I'm not quite at the limit to what I know I could do. My peak is harder than Artificial Ascent, and I will find it. I will get there. One thing that's really cool that some of you watched me do is not really an extreme demon, but this level right here, Robtop Travel. I couldn't do this level before. I had the hardest time doing it, like, what was it, a year and a half ago when I tried it? And I just couldn't do it. It's all the Robtop levels all in a row. And then I practiced it a couple times, and I came and I did it in 2 attempts. All Robtop levels in a row without dying, man. That was honestly just super epic. I honestly I love doing this. This was so much fun. It was like, this happened right after Artificial Ascent, which instilled me with even more confidence that I was a decent, consistent player, and I would be able to do harder things in 2022. However, with that said, I did a couple easier extreme demons. I completed Heartbeat. Boink. Oh, thank God. Oh, yeah, I died 99% in Heartbeat, which was really funny. And then I was just getting ready for the 12 demons, which I thought was very successful this year. I really enjoyed the 12 demons that I picked. I definitely think that last year and this year were equally as good. They each had their special moments. Last year had some really unique ones though, like Castlemania was like super cool, right? But this year had some good ones. You know, we started with Falling Up. The cool thing about Falling Up is it's another one of those levels that when Falling Up first came out, dude, this level was so hard for so many people. And it's another one of those levels where when it came out, I was so impressed by it. I thought it looked really cool. Time Leaper is one of my favorite songs in the game. And I just love this level. And I thought to myself, I'll never do this level because it's too hard for me. So it's one of those older levels that I'm so happy to have done because this seemed impossible to me a while ago, you know? And here we are having done it again. Or having done another level that I thought was impossible for me back in the day, right? So this was really cool. Another Kermal level done. Love to do all of Kermal's levels at some point. Damn! Yo! First time to the duel today. Okay, son. This level took me exactly 3,000 attempts. Exactly 3,000. Just like Phobos took me 14,000 attempts. It was like exactly an even rounded number on the 1,000th, which is weird because it's another Kermal level, Phobos and Falling Up. So during the 12 Demons of Christmas, I beat some other extreme demons. I beat Misty Mountains, which was pretty fun. Dark Odyssey was a big one. Oh my God, Dark Odyssey, dude. Dark Odyssey is the most stressed I've been playing an extreme demon ever. And that includes Artificial Ascent. Like, I've grinded this for 5 days and I was just really unlucky with it. And so when I finally got to the ending, I felt like I was going to have a heart attack. I felt like I was going to die. I've never felt like that beating a level. Look at that. I've never felt that stressed playing an extreme demon before. But anyways, a lot of cool levels that I played. I ended with the ultimate phase, which is just another like classic level that I'd always wanted to do ever since it came out. I'm glad I was able to beat it, you know? I got pretty lucky with this. I fluked it from like 70%. A lot of places you can die to at the end. But yeah, man, I got lucky with it, which is really cool. It was a good way to end the 12 demons. This was 2 days of heavy grinding. But I got through it, yeah. Just like with Red World Rebirth, I got really lucky as well, right? Yes, the final demon of Christmas last year.
Oh, this level. You son of a bee. God damn, that took me longer than expected, but not really.
Man, the ultimate phase, I didn't really end up enjoying it that much, though. I'm glad I did it, but oof. 2021 was a good year for me because there were a lot of levels that I beat. Like, I crossed off a lot of the levels that I've had my eye on. 2022 is going to be interesting. I definitely think I'm going to have more time this year because I'm not as busy moving around and doing a lot of extra stuff that I have to do in my real life. So I'm going to sit down and I think I'm going to start focusing and grinding some harder things. Sock Hoop and Hell first, and then other levels will come soon. But 2021 really changed me as a player because it gave me that extra confidence that made me realize that, you know, me beating Bloodbath, it wasn't just a fluke. I'm capable of doing much harder levels. I've always been capable. It's just I was always so scared of trying and putting... I think I was just scared of failure because I was so afraid of trying so hard at a level for such a long time and then giving up on it and not succeeding and really letting myself down. But I didn't. I was able to throw myself at something for an extended period of time. And even though it took a long time, I didn't give up and I was able to beat it. And now that I know I can do that, I think I can start applying that to some harder things. I also verified a level for Team Proxima called Beetlejuice, which is a really fun experience. I have verified a few levels in the past, like Cosmic Festival for Mazel. And I'm just going to put this out there. If any creators are watching this, dude, if you can get in contact with me, I love verifying levels. It's quite fun, quite exciting. So if anyone wants to, definitely within my skill range. Like, clearly I'm not going to be verifying like a top 20, but even like an extreme demon, dude, I'm down for verifications. Just get in touch. Yeah, that was cool, man. I really enjoyed verifying Beetlejuice. So I did end up doing a lot of the 9 circles levels that I wanted to do. I only have Insane Demon 9 circles levels left. I haven't updated the list in a while, though. There's probably some other 9 circles levels that have been found that need to go on the list. And I will do that soon. I'll kind of cross-reference it with the official like 9 circles page on the Geometry Dash wiki. So I will do that. But I've done a lot of 9 circles levels, and I need to start this year. I need to start chipping away at the insane demons, like 1 per video. And this year, my goal is to definitely have all the insane demon 9 circles levels completed, and then, you know, be chipping away at some of the easier extreme demon 9 circles levels. So that is also another goal for 2022. The last thing I want to celebrate is, I think this happened in 2022, actually. I think it was like a few days ago. But we hit 700,000 subscribers on the channel. So thank you so much for all the support. You guys are wonderful. I'm not going to be stopping anytime soon doing this. Even as I increase in age, I still love doing what I do. And I love this game. I love the community. You guys are all awesome. There were definitely some hard times in the community in 2021, for sure. There was a lot of negativity. But even with that negativity, I think there's just certain pockets in the community that have that. And there's definitely more good than bad. When Geometry Dash 2.2 comes out, the game is going to get a huge surge in popularity. And you know what? We're going after that gold play button, baby. We're close to 1 million now. 70% of the way there. I'm stoked. 2022 is going to be awesome. I hope you guys are still enjoying the videos. I mean, clearly you guys are. Lots of you are watching. Thank you so much. I'm grateful every day that I can do this as a job. I love it a lot. And damn, I'm really looking forward to what this year has in store. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for the support. And as always, peace.